Elizabeth does FlossTube. I had filmed this whole thing earlier today and it was a disaster. Maggie was just, it's been a day. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. Could be short, could be long, who knows. It is Saturday, March 12th. It's now 8:22 p.m. And of course, tonight is the time change, so tomorrow will probably be rough too. I guess we'll see. So grab a drink and let's get going. Obviously, I have a new setup here. So let's see. So we'll talk about my new setup. Really, I haven't done much this week, other than try to get my room organized for this. So, let's see. So, last week, I got the IKEA desk set up. It's the two Alex drawer units with the tabletop. And I had a table that I had gotten at a thrift store as my side table. And I liked it because it was nice to be able to have like the other sewing machine set up. I could, if I could have used it as a table. My plan was to use it as like a desk for when I needed to use my laptop, but it ended up just being where you throw everything. But, so let's see. So, it started with my bookcase, and I wanted to replace the bookcase, and I wanted to get the Kallax from IKEA. I was gonna get the 3 wide by 4 tall, but then I realized if I get the skinnier one, it'll give me more room, because I thought it was gonna be standing up. That'll give me a little bit of space. But then I decided I wanted to get the skinnier one. So I got the 2 wide by 4 high. Well, then I was working around with it and I'm like, I'd like to put it down. And if I put it down and put it under the TV, I can do the 2 tall by 4 wide, and then later I can get a 4 by 4 cube and put it on top, and that'll be where the TV sits. And then just move the Alex table this way and just get rid of the blue one, because the only thing that it was doing was it had 2 drawers. So I took that table, I went through the drawers, got rid of stuff that I didn't need, sorted through it, got that into the garage, got rid of the bookcase, got the Kallax. Meanwhile, the whole time, all my stuff was on the floor. My room, floor, bed, because I had to take the big heavy sewing machine off of the table. So I had the embroidery unit up there, the sewing machine over there, the Bernina sewing machine on the floor, because it's even it's crazy. The Bernina is smaller, but it's heavier than the Husqvarna, but that's just because it's older, so it's all probably metal. So I had everything all over the floor. And then I decided I wanted to put the Kallax over there, put this over there, but then it stuck out like past where my pillow is on my bed. So I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So back the Alex drawer goes, and then I'm like, I'll just move the Kallax over there. Well, I had it so it was angled the other way and there was no way to turn it. So I had to pull it out farther into the room so I could turn it around. It was a big deal. Got it all done. Then it's going through the stuff. So the 2 drawers that were in the table are in this bin. I have a plan for a few things. Like when you get patterns and they send little freebies or little stickers or whatever, I have like one of the binder pouches I use full of all that stuff, and I want to get like a scrapbook and put all that stuff in there. So those 2 drawers are in here. Then everything else is trying to figure out where stuff's gonna go, if I even need it, can I get rid of it. I got rid of a lot, so I had to rearrange. So I'm going to insert a video of a walkthrough of how I have stuff set up. When I hold my phone, the microphone is so sensitive it picks up like the squeaking of the cell phone case while I'm holding it. So I'm going to mute the sound, and then I'm just going to do a voiceover telling you what everything is. So that will go here. Excuse me. So I'll put that in, and then we'll come back. So hold on. Okay, so here is the Cowlex. I have 4 doors and 2 bins. Then there is the Alex table with all of my junk all over it. That is a shelf. It's actually a quilt holding shelf. So it's got a quilt rail. I moved my companion cube to the corner, and then I'm going to put my scroll rods there. That's the IKEA pegboard that was holding my embroidery, hoops, and Cricut stuff. There's my new little tool bench that Maggie got. It's from Home Depot. It's one of those little kids kits. I stole it and put my scissors in it. Then there's the Cricut. And under that picture frame is my heat press mat. So here's the first door. Magazine files. This one is the bookshelf one. And then this door, that's a whole bunch of random sewing stuff. And then this one is where I have my cross-stitch fabric and paper patterns. There's my pineapple. It's like for holding a dish scrubby, but I have hair things in it. And then this one has my power strip. And then this bin is holding all the stuff that was in the 2 drawers of the blue table. So that's going to turn into a drawer unit. And then this has my button making stuff and some finishing supplies for cross stitch. And then here's the Alex table. I added these pull handles because I put it on casters and I can pull those, so hopefully I can pull it out when I need to. That is an IKEA cable management system. You put your surge protector on there, and then I added a hook there to hold my trash can, and then a hook on the other side to hang thread rings, floss rings from, and then I had another hook over there for more floss rings. There's my ugly chair. So that was that. So one of the things that did happen while Maggie was, interrupting and helping was she wanted to show some stuff. So then I started showing stuff. So this is a wooden pig. Let's see, you can come on my lap. He's heavy. So it's a wooden pig. It's a rocking pig, but it's a bank. So he is awesome. I got him actually for Maggie before she was even born. I was pregnant when we were in the antique store, antique store. And I was like, I love that. If that's cheap enough, we're buying it. And it was only $13. So the cool thing is, so it's bank. It's really hard to get the money out, so it makes it so you leave the money in. You have to unscrew these screws at the bottom and take that middle board off. So he's come in quite handy a couple of times for me to save money for things, because I can drop money in and it's too much of a pain to get the money out. So that's the pig. And he doesn't rock very much. So he's more decorative than anything. Maggie does like to sit on him for like 5 seconds and then she's done. And then my giant toothless. Now I made him probably 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I don't know. He is huge. He's got a big wingspan. I got the pattern off of, I probably found it on Pinterest or something, but there's a pattern that you can download. So she loves him and wants to play with him all the time. Well, no, I've tried to explain to her, she has a Build-A-Bear toothless. It's made by a company that knows what they're doing. That's made by me, it'll fall apart. But it's been a fight for the past couple days because he's been down since I got rid of the bookcase because he sat on top of the bookcase. So now I have to figure out where I'm putting him. But there's toothless. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so there's this guy. Just a bunch of stuff that was on my bookcase. There's this guy. It's this giant icy cup. Got it at the Ohio State Fair. And the cool thing is it lights up, but it needs batteries. But it lights up. It's really cool. This was a thing that I saw it earlier in the day, and then it was almost time to go, and I'm like, I gotta go back to that AC stand and get this cup. It was like $15 or $18. I mean, it was expensive, but you got refills for $3. But so there we go. I don't even know if they do this anymore. I wonder if I showed up, if they'd give me a refill. Who knows? Then there's this giant cup. Like, it's legit almost the size of my head. Giant coffee cup. I got it from my mother-in-law's sister, so my sister's aunt-in-law, for Christmas, and it came with a hot cocoa bomb, a hot chocolate bomb that was like the size of a bath bomb. I mean, this thing was huge, and it was cool. Actually, I took a video of the hot chocolate bomb. Maybe I'll put that in too. Who knows? I guess we'll see.
Can I have a little bit of it?
No.
Of the crust inside Gatorade?
No.
Why?
Because?
I'm trying some of it in Gatorade.
Do anything. Well, I mean, it's supposed to melt. Whoa, oh, oh. There it goes. Whoa!
Can I see? Can I see it?
So I really like it. I mean, I'll never use it again. Probably. I mean, it'd be good for soup because it's huge. But right now it just has screws and stuff from when I took the desk I made apart. I kept the screws. Then I made this with Bernina, so probably 4 years ago. And it's really cool. It's got freestanding lace. It's, you know. So basically you stitch with your embroidery machine, you stitch all the little pieces, and they all have loops and then bubbles that you pull through the loops. And then I put a string of lights inside. I can never find the switch. So it lights up. And they're just little fairy lights with a battery pack, and I just pulled the whole bottom off. It's fine. It's whatever. I haven't figured out where that's going. And then this is the best eggnog ever. This is from 2018. So this is when we first found them. They obviously only do it once a year. They do it for Christmas. It's Hartzler Family Dairy. I'm in Ohio, so it's probably Ohio. Wooster, Ohio. There you go. So it comes in this real nice glass bottle, 1 quart. And each year they're decorated a different pattern. So this year had snowflakes. Last year's I think had a reindeer. But I love it. It's so good. But 1 quart really gets you only about 3 big glasses of eggnog. But so I also, my in-laws don't like eggnog, but I really liked this the bottle. So what I did was, after I drank the eggnog, I filled it with the candy cane Hershey Kisses and gave it to my mother-in-law as a gift because I knew she would like the I keep wanting to say jar, the bottle. And she does, she uses it for her change. So if you ever are in Ohio, Giant Eagle Market District sells it. It's the only place I've ever seen it. What else? What other goodies did I point out last time? I got this guy that I found at a thrift store, and I'm all about sugar skulls. That was going to be a theme of our room when I was married. I made a quilt that was a skull, and we just have a thing for skulls. We thought they were cool. But then sugar skulls are cool too. So I found this at a thrift store and I couldn't pass it up because it was $1.91. And inside it says Cup of Happy. But it's a sugar skull. It says Cup of Happy. It's very stained and gross, but that just means it was well loved. I don't use it to drink out of because I'd be afraid it has cracks that I can't see. So he's just decorative. And then you can see under the lamp, there's a jar of bottle caps. That was my old lamp. That lamp is IKEA too. And then there's the jar, the honeycomb jar that I got, and that's my orc jar now. So I think that's, oh, this guy. At the thrift stores before Christmas, I don't even know how long before Christmas, I got them, it could have been in the middle of the year. Home Depot and Lowe's had the kids, Lowe's called it the Build and Grow workshops. Home Depot, I can't think of what they called it, but they're like little wooden projects and they come with little nails and you hammer them together with your kids. Well, I found a bag of 3 projects. Excuse me. I've been drinking pop all day. So I found a bag that had 3 projects in it. So sporadically since Christmas, we've been doing it. And this one was one of them. And I loved it. And it's a tool bench, you know, it's like a workbench for your garage. And then it's got the sticker on it. It's got holes so you can put your screwdrivers. But look. Scissors. Now, I asked Maggie, can I have that? I really like it. And she's like, no. No, Mommy. But Maggie, I really like it. Can I please have it? No. So she played with it for like 5 minutes and then put it down. So I claimed it. It's mine now. So it's got my fancy Ginger scissors. It's got my fancy DMC scissors. And then this set is really, really pretty. I got from Amazon, but they're horrible. The scissor blades don't go together, so they don't cut anything. But that's okay, they're pretty. So there's that, and then there's that wooden TV. You're supposed to put an iPad mini in there, like you get a video going or a movie going, and then you put it in there and it looks like a TV. But I was using it on the top shelf of my bookshelf to hide the baby monitor. And so I printed up the testing screen and just wrapped it around a piece of cardboard and put it in there so I could have the baby monitor behind it. But I love it. And so the crazy thing is, so that's my Cricut maker. And there's a hairbrush. So like it's got like the tool holder. Well, I've got a hairbrush and a bottle of detangler spray. And then I have a pineapple that was a sponge holder, like one of the scrubby holders that holds the hair things. Because in the morning, the only way I can get Maggie to sit still for me to do her hair is to watch TV, and I sit behind her, so I have that stuff. But, so there we go. You didn't know you needed a hairbrush for your Cricut, but you do. I think that is all the random stuff. I have been trying to organize stuff, and then I had a plan because the cubes are 13 by 13. So I thought, oh, I can put these things in, and they don't fit. So I had to figure out what am I going to do with all these storage boxes that I got. They're like for the scrapbook paper, but they're too big. So they're underneath my vanity over there, the vanity that I don't use. So they're all piled under there. So that was an issue. You have a plan, and then the plan doesn't work, and then what do you do? I don't know. So the one thing I am gonna do, so I have a door, a door, a door, and a door. And then this one, in this bin I have the stuff that was in the drawers. Well, IKEA has a 2-drawer set that fits in the Calyx, so that's gonna go to that. I'll probably get that maybe after work on Monday, just so I can get the drawers. And I need to get feet too, because there's a register under there that's like the intake, so I can't cover it. So I have it up on 2x4s right now. These were the sliders, but so it's up on 2x4s, and then I realized that it was sagging in the middle, so I had to put 2x4s in the middle too. So I'm waiting for the what do they call it? The under frame with feet that goes with the Calyx. I have to wait for them to come back in stock. But if I can't get those, I might get these other ones, but then I would have to get 2 sets because I would need 6 legs instead of 4. Whatever. So that's the craziness that is my craft room. But it's almost good. Just have a few things. I have a couple things to return to the store. So let's get into stitching. Now, I only have 3 whips, but I do have an FFO, but it's already up on the wall because, like I said, I already filmed this, so I went ahead and hung it up. So after I do the whips, I'll pause and come back, so you don't have to watch me get up off the floor. So, like I said, I only have 3 whips, so that part won't be very long at all. This is the last one I was working on, and I guess I realized last time I didn't have my thing anymore, my envelope that I was using, and the bottom of the drawer is just too big. It's just too big. So I'm going to use the back of my Cricut mat. So this is my giant Harry Potter from Cloud's Factory. I haven't worked on it in like a month and a half. I burnt myself out trying to get the colors right because I wanted the colors to be as accurate as they could be for the colors of the different houses. So I worked on it like crazy, and then I can't stand it. So I decided to pick it up yesterday, and I started doing the background on the Slytherin banner because it's the last one. I did like 2 rows. I'm like, if I don't do something other than these banners, I'm never picking this project up again because I can't stand it. So I started working on Harry, Ron, and Hermione. So here's where it was before. Not much has changed. Here's where I'm at. Oops, I can't see. So I started filling in the background of the Slytherin, and then I'm like, nope, I gotta do something else. So I started working on their faces. I only did like 143 stitches because I had stayed home yesterday because Maggie had a fever. It wasn't a big one, but I wasn't feeling great. Mom hadn't been feeling great. And like, let's just stay home. You've got a fever. So we stayed home. But it's a good thing I did, because later I was off and on in the bathroom. So I only got 143 stitches in, but that's okay. So that's that. I really do like the pattern, and I really do want to keep going. It's just I burnt myself out. So I got a little bit done at least. But this one I worked on 2 days at work and after work. This is my Oh Hell No, and it's from Grandma Girl Designs. Yeah, Grandma Girl Designs on Etsy, and it's called Oh Hell No. And here's where it was before, and here's where I got to. I got all of the black lace done. So in 2 days, I got this whole corner done. So the only black that is left is the outline of the words, and then the rest is the 666, the red. And the red is the roses in the 4 spaces, and then there's smaller flowers, and then the eyes of the skulls, and then there's highlights in the words. But it's like 75% done. And each of these corners is about 800 stitches. So I did the math at some point, but so that's that. Really happy. Like, I wanted to finish that. Now my plan was to finish the black and then scroll, because the other part of this fabric, see it's gridded already, is from my blue jay. And I really want to do the blue jay, but now I'm so close to the end of this, I just want to do this and then start the blue jay. So that's that. Now this other one, I forgot to take pictures after the last video. So I don't have where it was last week, and I might, I'll go and get a screen cap from the last video. That's what I'll do. But it is the Halloween Quaker from Leela Studios. Yeah, Leela Studios. Obviously everyone knows what Halloween Quaker is, because everyone's done it. But for some reason I was thinking it was really, really big, and it's really actually not. So that's why I went ahead and got it. So here's where it was before, if I can find the picture. And then here's where I got to. I've been still working on this big thingy. It's kind of like a medallion. I was about halfway through this flower over here and about halfway through the flower over here. So what I did was I worked this whole thread until I ran out. And then I started on this side and started working this thread until I ran. Oh, I must have run out twice, because this must be 2 threads. And worked this until I ran out of thread. So the next thread should finish up this one, and then I'll be able to move on. But guys, this is like, this one motif is like 1,200 stitches. 1,200 stitches. And then there's like this little tiny one next to it. So it's like, this thing is massive, but it's really pretty. And this is the Twilight with Sparkle, Twilight Die Effect with Sparkle, from dovestitch.com on Etsy, all one word. It's fabric flare, so it's white on the back. And yeah, I was thinking that was there too. I ordered another piece from them because I had a pattern I wanted to start, so that'll be in haul. So that's that. Now might as well go into the haul, because that's all the stitching I've got. Hold on, another drink. I have been looking for my little bee ring for weeks, and I found it while I was moving the furniture around. It was like this along the baseboard. So like all you could see was the very top, and I'm like, what is that? What is that? It was my ring. I had even asked Maggie, I'm like, do you have any idea where this ring went? Because I knew where I put it and it wasn't there. I was so excited to find this ring. It was only like $20. I don't know why I was freaking out about it, but okay, so haul. Like I said, so I found a pattern. Now this was charged earlier. Okay, cool. I found this pattern on Etsy, and that's not what I meant to do. And I'd seen it in Cross Stitcher magazine, one of the ones I've got on Readly. I think it's Cross Stitcher. And I have like screen capped it so I can put it in Pattern Keeper. It just won't be Pattern Keeper compatible. Well, I saw it on Etsy and I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this pattern so it'll be easier to use. And here it is. It's by Stitch Rovia. It's called Sweet Bee. Sweet Bee. So here's the pattern. Sorry, that ring light. Okay, so there's that. And then I got from dovestitch.com, oh my gosh, I still can't remember what this fabric is called. But it's like an ivory color with honeycomb printed. It's fabric flare again, so it's printed. And I got a real big piece because I know I want this on it. But I have another couple bee patterns, so I thought that'd be good to have. And then, dang it, the stupid market releases. I want 2 of them from Primrose Cottage Quilts. I think it's Primrose Cottage. They've got a couple patterns that I want. And they have a quilt pattern I want. And I don't even do like that kind of quilting, but I want this pattern because it's bees. I have a problem. You know, the crazy thing is, it's not that I don't like bees. I'm very aware of bees. Like you know, they say, oh, if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. I've been stung twice when I wasn't doing anything. So that's not always correct. So it's not like I'm scared of them, but I definitely am aware when they're around. I like bumblebees, the big black bumblebees. I love those. But just for that pattern, I also ordered this needle minder. And then and then that's the back as the cloud. So that's in the mail. So that's that haul. And then, so I've been watching Handwork Maniac, and she has been working on, well, I don't know if I'm up to date on her videos or not. I think she's working on The Beachcomber by Carolyn Manning. And it's one of the quilt ones. It's the Shooting Star collection. The Shooting Star collection, it's like the same pattern but in different colorways. So this is Beachcomber, so it's like browns for like a sandy color and oceany colors. Really pretty. And I'd looked at it and I was like, oh, I don't know about those colors. And then I saw her doing it and I'm like, yeah, I need that for my stepmom. So, like I have the At the Beach or On the Beach. It's a Stitch Rovia. Last time I was wrong. I said it was a Vibsters, but it's not. I'm pretty sure it's a Stitch Rovia. That's for when we were on the plane, you know, in the airport, on the plane, going down there. I'm going to work on that. But this I want to start before, so I can have a bunch of it done. Because I don't think, I mean, it's not small, but I don't think, since it's color blocking, I think it'll be okay. I think I should be able to get a decent start. So I went ahead and I got the colors. And that's a lot. Like, it doesn't look like that many colors, but it's a lot. Except for two. There's two of these colors that are not for this, but everything else is. So I got the colors. And then when I was walking through the store, the Hildy and Joe stuff I think was 30% off or something. So I got these guys, and they're glass beads that are the Lucky Cat. So I'm like, I gotta make a pair of earrings. I make basically a dangle, and then I can put a ring through my tunnels to have like dangly earrings. I used to do that. I have a pair of pineapples that I made out of pineapple glass beads, and I wear those all the time. My nickname is Pineapple because I'm obsessed with bees. I'm obsessed with pineapples. That started with Psych. But so I have these, and I want to make a pair of earrings, and then I have the pattern that it was a stamped cross stitch, but I'm gonna do it as like a counted cross stitch because they give you the chart too. But it's Lucky Cat. And then I got the Na 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 surprise doll that's the Lucky Cat. So I'm gonna make a shadow box with her and the Lucky Cat cross stitch, and then I'll put one of these in there too. So that was that. And then I saw an ad on Facebook for Tea Turtle. So this is what caught me. Craftsalotl, because it's an axolotl that's crafting, and I have an axolotl. I'll insert a picture of my little girl poking her when my mom was changing the water. But so I have an axolotl. I had a male and a female, and they of course had eggs, and we had one survivor that was a mutant, so his name was Mutant. He had a deformed leg. But so I have an axolotl, so I saw that and I'm like, yep, gonna be a needle minder. And then while I was there, I'm not procrastinating, I'm doing side quests. I just thought that was cute. So, I mean, they were, I don't know, like, what are they, like, $6, no, $6, I think, I don't know. And then, so on Etsy, I favorited a shop called Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And she has a floss of the month. And this is March's. Like, I tried to get February's, but I missed out. But then I saw that they were back in stock for March. So these are March's colors, and they are gorgeous. Look at those colors. So she also does fabric. I think she does Aida and linen, and then floss. She might do silks too, but I'm not sure. Reasonably priced. I will tell you, it says on the, like, the return label that it's Niagara Falls, New York, but I'm pretty sure in the Etsy shop description it says Canada. So, and she uses Chit Chats, so the tracking never updated. It's just because of the shipping, or the company she used. But it did get here within, I'd say, a week. So if you're worried that your tracking isn't updating, she did ship it. It will just randomly show up. So that was that. And then I also got this because it was a remnant, so it was like 30% off. But it's Harry Potter fabric. But I will say that the shipping was just as much as the remnant of fabric. So I would definitely get more than just one thing to make it worth it for the shipping. I can't remember what shop it was, and I already threw the bag away. So there's that. I think that is all of that haul. I got something from Amazon. Oh, I returned the really horrible iPad case that I got for Maggie's iPad, her new one. It was terrible. I mean, it was cheap and plasticky, and it was like $12. So I returned that and ordered a new one, and it's actually at the Amazon locker. I gotta remember to get it tomorrow. But it's like, that's not gonna work the way I thought it would work. So I got that, and then I ordered a couple of the sports bras that I like that Target used to sell, and they don't sell anymore because they started selling their brand. Well, they finally went on sale on Amazon, so I got two in the size I used to get, and apparently I don't fit that size anymore. So I have to return those and get the next size up. Oh well. And then from 123 Stitch, I ordered, here we go again. How about that quarter shop. They had it. I ordered the pattern and the floss pack from 123 Stitch of okay, here we go. So Teresa Kogut. And it's the sampler. I saw the fabric. Mama Loves You GB showed the fabric because Teresa Kogut, they printed this as a quilt panel, and then also as just like a fabric. And she said, well, I'm gonna see if I can find the sampler and actually stitch it. And then I was like, I should do that. So I found the sampler, and the Fat Quarter Shop has it, but then I'm like, if I get it from 123 Stitch, they will have the floss pack for it too. So I ordered through 123 Stitch. So I'll get all of the fancy flosses. I did not order the fabric because it's linen, and I'm not gonna stitch it on linen, so there's no point in paying $40 for linen. $40. So I got all the fancy floss and the pattern, and so I'm waiting on that. And then last time when I did the video earlier, I forgot the other thing I ordered is from, I'm so not used to this tablet because I don't use it really. What was that place called? I can't think of what it was called. It's the peacock. Oh, feathers. Oh, Feathers by Rosewood Manor. Oh, this is from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. So, I got the pattern and the Sulky thread pack from Rosewood Manor. So, that's exciting. I've had my eye on this, and I'm going to do a center start, which I don't usually do, but I want to make sure I get some cool stuff first. Plus with the edge not being straight, I'm gonna start in the middle. And I've never done the sulky thread before, so we'll do that. And that, I'm a little annoyed. I paid extra for faster shipping and tracking, and they shipped it and they gave me a tracking number that doesn't work. And I figured out that they had put, I don't know, they gave me a weird number. So I took off the first numbers, and it's saying that it's not processed yet. So I paid like $3 or $4 more than the regular shipping to get it faster, and it's not any faster. But whatever, I guess. Can't do anything about it now. Maybe it'll just randomly show up. So that's the other haul. I think that's the last of it. So look, we're 42 minutes plus the time of the walkthrough video. So I guess that's it for today. I'm going to go to bed. I had a weird dream that woke me up kind of early, and it's just been a rough day. Maggie, I don't know what her deal was. I don't know if she was just that bored. She just kept pushing and pushing and pushing my buttons. And it's like you tell her something and she just looks at you and does it, and you tell her no, don't do that, and she looks at you and does it some more until you're to the point where you're screaming, and all day. It's not like once or twice. It was all day. And she was doing it to Mom too. And I'm like, I'm done. Whatever. She's almost 5. Like a month and a half. A month and a half she'll be 5. So it's been a day. And my back hurts, my arms hurt, my legs hurt from moving all this furniture around. But it all looks great, and it's gonna be amazing when I get it all done. So I will see you guys next week. I'm probably gonna upload this tomorrow. Oh, see, I almost forgot again. I'm also gonna upload a video of a kitted up parade. Someone else said something about it, where I think it was Mama Loves Your GB. She did a parade of all the stuff she has kitted up, and I have a lot of floss kitted up for projects. So I did a video showing my kitted up floss, and then pictures of what the projects look like. Some of them I have fabric for. Most of them are just going to probably be on white or this oatmeal-y color that I like. But it's a quick video. I think it's only like 16 or 17 minutes. So that'll be up too. I just have to send it to my iPad so I can upload it faster. Because still, for some reason, the iPad uploads it a bunch faster than my iPhone. I don't know. So I guess that's it. I will see you guys next week. I'm for sure going to take pictures this time of my 3 piddly little projects. And I will have some new starts next week, I'm sure. Oh, I forgot to show the FFO. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Wow. So I had it hanging on the wall, and I go to take it off the wall. It took the picture hook with it. I guess I'll have to put that back up. So, for February, both of my legs are asleep. I almost couldn't stand up. For February, I did that winter cross-stitch camp that Colorado Cross Stitcher hosted, and it was super fun. And I won one of the prizes. So like, you would upload your progress on Instagram and just make sure you hashtag the winter cross stitch camp and then hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher, and so people could see your progress. And I won a prize, and it's in the mail. And I think it said it's a project bag. I'm not sure. It was weird. Like, I thought, well, you know, February's been over for a few days and I haven't seen anything about it. And so I went ahead and searched the hashtag, and the last post was the one that she had posted of, you know, how great it was and these are the winners of the prizes, and I was tagged. And I'm like, but I never got a notification that I was tagged, so I didn't even know. So so there we go. So this is really exciting, and this is an FFO, but I just really kind of threw it together to see what it looks like. So it's not like on sticky board or anything. I just wrapped it around the piece of paper that was in the frame. But this is I think like an $8 frame from Walmart. I showed it last time. It had a spot for 3 4x6s and had like a piece of white cardstock that was like the mat board. So I just took that out, and it was the perfect size for ABC. So there we go. It turned out great. So see, it's a little wrinkly because it's not really on there. I think I'm just going to use sticky board. So there's the top, and then there's the bottom. But this was so fun. This is ABC by Jardin Privé. This is on 18 count Aida, and it's only like 4 inches wide by 11 inches tall. So I was able to do just an 8x8 Q snap. My fabric was, you know, almost too small for the 8x8, but it worked out pretty good. And I was able to do like the top and then just move it and do the bottom. And this only took like 1 skein and maybe 2 strands later, 2 strands of the second skein. So pretty easy. It was a lot of fun. So that's exciting. I have a spot, I have 2 diamond paintings that I did, and then I have a print, a small print, I think it's just a 4x6 of an Adventure Time painting. And I think if I take that down and I can hang this between and put the Adventure Time over it, I think it'll fit there. If not, it'll just go somewhere else. But so that's that. Yay, screen grab. So there we go. Now I'll see you next week. And I will have some new starts because I want to start the beachcomber, and I want to start this honeybee thing, the sweet bee. So I'll probably get those started. And now that I have tons of scroll frames, I can do it. And I showed that last time. I got the wooden things. Yeah, I did. I showed that last time. So there we go. I'm done. Good night. See you in the new daylight savings thing. Because tonight's the time change. Ugh. See you next time. Bye.